guys, this is Nic Love, the Associate Head Coach at Camp Community College. I'm here with Figure Out Baseball, and we're going to talk a little bit about our daily rep plan. Within our program, and I'll be showing you today what our infielders do, and there will be an attachment located on the video as well for you to follow along with. Within our program, our guys know from a structural standpoint that every day right after stretch, they'll go into their throwing program. As soon as that's done, they'll have their daily rep plan. This is a non-negotiable. We do it every single day, and what it does is as soon as their throwing program's done, they will go straight into their throwing program for that day. Each day varies just a little bit. So for instance, on a Monday, we would have big box at their positions. Then Tuesday would be small box with their shuffle throws at their position, so on and so forth. It changes a little bit. You can honestly just make them go back and forth if you really wanted to, but it's important to take any of these drills that you do, you have to make them applicable to your level. So I think that's very important when we're talking about the daily rep plan. After that, they would go into their dry work. So basically with their dry work, it's anything that we can isolate our body with. And from an infielding perspective, a lot of what we start with is going to be taking away our lower half and trying to get our eyes behind the baseball. So for the first day, we would be doing some bare hand kneeling, the glove on kneeling, and then we would stand up and have our glove on. Once again, we don't have to get too flashy with this. You'll see on the attachment that we just go Monday and Tuesday are going to be different, and it's just back and forth. Wednesday goes back to what Monday was. So we don't have to get too fancy. I think the more that we can replicate something, the better we're going to be at it. So these are important to what we do here in our level. The next thing is we would go into our transition work, and you can see here our reactos, which is honestly something to where it's a drill I picked up along the way, to where our guys are standing at their position and they're just reacting to wherever the ball is thrown. After that, we go into a leg lift and move from there. The transition for us is basically getting ourselves prepped up to actually move our body for a ground ball. After that, we would go into our live reps. So for instance, on Monday, this would be mass ground balls. We would then tie it in with our outfield to where we're doing some relays, and then we would come together as a team for 27 outs. At the bottom of this, it also tells our guys where they're going to be for that particular day during batting practice. Once again, to kind of tie this all together, you can manipulate this any which way that you want and at any level. From a structural standpoint, it really helps our guys understand what they want to accomplish for that day. As time goes on, guys kind of get a feel for what's the expectation for a daily rep plan on Monday. Once again, it's called the daily rep plan because we want to replicate it. We want to keep things fairly similar while trying to achieve a goal. This is important at every aspect from a coach's perspective as well as a player's perspective. Personally, for me, I think it's important that I can check off these different boxes with our players and know that we're achieving certain things enough. And from a player's perspective, we know that they're getting what they need out of it as well. So we know that they're going to get their dry work in multiple times a week, while also with their transition stuff, it's allowing us to have a little bit more freedom and do some different things so that we can check off boxes from a planning perspective as a coach, as well as a drill perspective from the players' end of it. This is Nic Love with Camp Community College. We just went over our defensive rep plan. Come check out my next video, our PVC lead-in work that we do with our guys.